time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing.
Relieving the kings of all crowns.
Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
Close encounter of what?
Coach, it's a day for celebration in the East Bay. It is, for all intents and purposes, the final chapter of what has been a great era of football here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
Here we go! 50, plant.
Ready? Double time! Double time!
Ready?
A quick throw finding Lee out wide. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Minshew sets to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd year back from LSU. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys? Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's in for two. The fake works. And they take the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rosen. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rosen will throw. Complete to Jones. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down.
Let's go, kids. It's going to be a long day. 191.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Rosen, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
From the 29, Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Escapes the defender. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Smith.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the screen.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got his running back, Darius Geis.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
80.
50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Got alert.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Rosen to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Rosen. This one caught by Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Rosen to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hug.
54.
Hey, Charlie.
I got you, punk. Right there.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Rosen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Muhammad. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, box drop. Get it.
Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Let's go. Here we go. Single.
Quarter.
Check three.
Hey, high 7.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Slam. Check 26.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
at the 47-yard line.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Seam 6.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Set. 30 base.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down now, Muhammad. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go again with Muhammad. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 63 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And that pickup will be good for a 1st down. Give him 10 yards exactly on the quick slant.
Watch twist.
Topper!
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And some strong running. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute.
And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now it's Rosen looking. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, alert, alert. What do you got?
Rosen to throw again. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Rosen on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Geis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hatchet.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Bound to lose one.
Fournette running out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Get ready.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check your hot read. Watch that. Check 31. Check.
Hey, alert.
Check nickel.
One day.
Watch 98 for Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
98 for Mike. I got you.
Pump, Monday.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Bring it.
From the gun on 3rd down is Rosen. It's caught by Davis. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. That's our own 19-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Get out.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 50. That one good for 37 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload that you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
You got it. You got it.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.